What's going down, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And today we are coming to you with our review of RENFIELD. Now, my wife and I did do an initial reaction when we saw this in the theaters, but this is going to be a full-out review.
Yes.
Now, this is, of course, a 2023 film and is directed by Chris McKay. This stars Nick Cage as Dracula and Nick Holt as Renfield. Now, Nick Holt is an actor that I really enjoy. He is from a TV show, a UK TV show that I liked called Skins, which is a pretty dope show. I enjoy it. This is a direct follow-up to the 1931 Dracula. It is a direct sequel. Yes. It is made by Universal, and it is a direct sequel. It is in that universe. So this is technically part of the Dracula Universal franchise. Renfield is trying to get out of a toxic relationship.
Very toxic.
With a centuries-old vampire.
Yeah.
Now, believe it or not, this movie actually has a video game for Windows operating system.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Nice.
This movie, $65 million budget, and unfortunately, it only brought in $25 million in the box office.
Ooh, ouch.
Which sucks because this is a really good film. Don't sleep on this movie, guys.
It's a good movie.
This is actually Nicolas Cage's first big studio film since Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. He's done tons of other films, lots of straight-to-video. He even did a few others that went to theaters. But this is his first big role in a big major studio film. Unfortunately, it didn't do well, so I wonder if that means that he might not get many more.
He probably won't after this, but it's a good movie,
and he does an awesome job.
Well.
And they had a little incident during filming. Over 20 crew vehicles were vandalized.
Okay.
So, you know. Guys, we're going to get pros and cons. Do you have any cons? Because I do not. I thoroughly enjoyed this film.
I have one con. It's nitpicky. Fucking CGI blood. God damn.
They did a mixture, though. There was practical as well.
But you could tell. You could tell the practical versus the CGI. Everybody knows I'm not a fan of that shit when it's done badly.
Well, I think it was done pretty well.
No, the CGI stuff, the CGI blood was garbage.
I thought it looked great. I thought it looked really good. So.
I didn't.
And you can't do that practical effect with what they did there. Like when he jumps on the guy's chest and knocks him down, the arms come off.
I'm talking about the blood.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the blood, you wouldn't be able to do that practically with that scene.
Oh, so still looks like shit.
I don't think so. I thought it looked really good, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was CGI blood until like the last couple minutes. When I first watched it in theaters, I
noticed it right away.
We don't always have to agree.
Nope.
My first pro that I want to talk about is the 1931 footage. They used CGI, which I thought looked great again, to superimpose to superimpose Nick Cage's Dracula over Dracula from the original 31. Yes. And that was awesome. They did a really cool job with that.
This is one of my pros as well. I thought the usage of the original footage was awesome. Yeah. I thought that was a great touch to this film. All right, going into my first pro of this film, I love the fact that we're going more into Renfield himself. Toxic relationship? That's a fucking understatement. And Renfield has never gotten the props that he sorely deserves.
The closest we get to really seeing Renfield as a character, aside from this, in movies, is in Dracula
Dead and Loving It.
And they do a really great job in that one, too. Matthew Broderick, I believe, plays him awesomely. But, this one really explores his character and his life and the story of, Renfield. And you know what, though? There's, on Netflix, there's a three-part series of Dracula. for their feature length, and it's from like or BBC or something. Really good, and there's a good one on Renfield, or not, is it Harker or Renfield? Maybe both in that one. There's a pretty good one there too.
Okay, and while we're on the subject of Renfield, just to lump this into one pro, Renfield gets powers from consuming the bugs and the spiders and whatnot. I've never seen an adaptation where Renfield actually gets powers and has super strength, and
yeah,
I thought that was really fucking cool. Like, holy shit, Renfield's just not a little fucking errand boy.
I thought the whole concept for this was awesome. Some people say that like some of the characters are kind of cheesy and all, like the mafia characters, but I think they were supposed to be that way on purpose. It was written to be over the top. It was written to be a horror comedy. It was written to be a horror action comedy, and that's basically what it is. It's all three of those things put together. So I didn't mind that so much. I liked the way it was written. I thought this was a very well written film, and it's just a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Just a bloody fucking good time.
Now, I know you said you didn't like the CGI blood, but one of my big pros for this is the blood and gore in this movie. When they both, the CGI and the practical. I really like the practical effects they use on Dracula's lair in the bottom of the hospital and all the blood in that.
Can't get down with the CGI, but the practical I can get down with.
I thought they did a good job on both, and I like the fact that it is bloody as hell.
Yes.
This movie, whether it's CGI or practical, there's a lot of blood.
And that is a big pro of mine, too. I call this movie a bloody good time because it is bloody as fuck. It's bloody. It's gory. This is what we want. We want it. And we got it with this. All right. My next pro for this film is definitely the acting. I love the acting in this film, especially Nick Cage, especially the guy that plays Renfield, Nick Holt. Sorry, bad with names. But I love the acting in this film. I was not disappointed with anybody's acting.
Cage's Dracula is a big pro for me as well. And also just the casting in general. I think they did a really good job casting this film. Even I forgot her name now in the movie. The policewoman who is the main character.
Oh, yeah.
I forget her name right now. It's Lucy, isn't it? I don't remember.
I don't think it's Lucy.
Anyways, like they cast her really well. She's funny. She's she's cute. She's like, I mean, you believe her as a character. You believe her as a cop.
A badass.
And she's a badass too. And I just enjoy her a lot. I enjoy, like I said, I really enjoy Nick Cage's Dracula.
Yeah.
The support group, the people that are playing in that are all fun. The mafia people are fun. The other, bad guys are fun. I don't want to get into every bad guy because I don't want to give everything away. But there's a lot of fun there. And, like I said, the casting, the acting, all that rolled into one. Nick Cage's acting, Nick Cage's Dracula. Nick Cage does an awesome job. I have not seen a movie with him in it lately that disappointed me as far as his performance goes.
No, me neither.
The next thing, I guess, is kind of goes back into the blood and gore a little bit, is the action in the film.
Okay.
And the action is really good. We got a really good action film here.
We do.
Get martial arts. We get gunplay. We get the chopping off of arms and the ripping off of arms and
over the top.
The throwing of hatchets and butcher knives and all kinds of other shit into you and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we get all kinds of action in this movie that's just really fun.
It is fun all around movie.
I wouldn't mind if they explored the mafia, the mother.
Oh yeah.
Because she is a sick bitch.
Yeah.
She's got like a fucking torture chamber, like experimentation thing down in her fucking basement.
And we're not talking S&M here. We're talking fucking some brutal shit.
I wouldn't mind seeing them explore that a little more in a different movie. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah. All right. My next pro for this film is that toxic relationship that they go into with Dracula and Renfield. Right when you think, oh, Renfield's gonna leave him. No, he doesn't. He goes back to him. And then, no, he comes back. And that is something we have not explored, is the relationship between the two. We really haven't, except, again, for Dracula Dead and Loving It. It was explored a little bit there. This toxic, really bad relationship that we can all, well, hopefully not everyone, but most people in this world can relate to. We've all had toxic relationships in our lives. And this just shows one of the worst toxic relationships. I mean, Dracula is just a self-centered, egotistical piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, and this one.
And then just, you're about to leave me, Renfield? I'm so sorry. And we, hopefully not everybody watching has had that, but a lot of us had, and over the years. Mm-hmm. And just showing that toxic relationship, I don't know, it really just felt like you could relate to it.
Yeah, I see that.
When you're watching it, you can relate to it.
My last pro is twofold. First off, this movie is so fucking funny. This movie is fun. We talked about that already. It's just plain fun. But my final pro, shut the fuck up, Kyle. Yeah, that's just, I just like that line. It's funny. It reminded me very much of South Park for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a person that gets told that quite a bit in this film. And it's always fun. But yeah, the fact that this movie is fucking funny is just awesome to me. And, you know, I like a good comedy, and I like a good horror comedy. And this one we have horror, action, and comedy. So, all around good time.
Hell yeah.
Well, guys, that's it for this review of Renfield. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we enjoyed watching it together. I enjoyed watching it with my wife in the theater. And this is actually the third time I've watched it now. Because she also bought it for me for, Father's Day, I think it was? Father's Day? Yeah, so it was fun.
Nice.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
And good night.